Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Brissett now on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Brissett now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Brissett. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Going for the deep ball. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A really good pickup of 28 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Now Gordon on 1st down. Got some real estate inside the 30. And down to the 7-yard line. 38 yards on the scamper there. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. It's the fullback, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Gano now to add the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. Gano out to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Ohio! Here we go!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. On 2nd down, Brissett again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Panthers have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. A toss play. Gordon. And he goes backwards here. Losing yardage back to the 16. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. As the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 4th down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. From the right hash, this from 33. And Gano's kick is right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Able to slither by. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They go play action here on first down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. First down, Brissett. Going to throw deep for the end zone as his guys are in for 6. And the Redskins have made this a one-score game. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Carolina getting set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Newton on first down. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And that goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A final shot before the break. Newton. He's got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, that'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Geis with a carry on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. third down. Here's Geis. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a fourth down.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Come on, let's go. Try at 38. Try at 38. Check.
They'll run for it. Geis. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Mike Daniels makes the tackle. Down 2 scores. I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Running left, it's Gordon on the toss. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Now it's Chris Thompson on the return. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A 2nd down throw for Brissett. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult. I
guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter. as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Let's go. White 90. White 90. Ohio. Ohio. Cut.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll throw again. Brissett looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people that have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
To throw is Brissett. Gets it to Strong. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Brissett. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. In for the score. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Let's rock now. Gun. Hey.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Hey. Gun.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back now at FedEx Field, as we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Flex round!
Now Marshall. And an alley to run. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Come on, let's go! What? 90! What?
Following the penalty is Geis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Ohio!
Out of the gun, Brissett. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. And they'll get this down to the 10. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Flex round! Flex round!
Brissett on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. As his guys are in for 6. And now the Redskins, if they hit the PAT, they will have the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. That's taken in by Callaway. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now a run for Barner. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll run. It's Barner. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The Panthers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano out to kick this one away. Here's Thompson to return it. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
This is Marshall. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
On the crossing route, complete. It's Johnson. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 63 yards. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
The ball comes out, and the Redskins scoop it. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, going into the final play of this game,